Welcome everyone to more high precision architecture, high performance precision architecture, HPPA RISC and other good old-fashioned Unix RISC architecture testing with more drop frames because let's keep an eye on that. So the quad core, the quad core, also only 1 GHz. So basically, yeah, it is crazy. Basically Vision 2 RISC 5, right? What nowadays you get $400 and just a couple of watts, burning here hundreds of watts. But that's what we do, keeping all those architectures alive. Basically, so native compiling a bin utils. I already been through Bash, doing my due diligence, not only having fun with those good old devices. And drop frames, this is so ridiculous. I need to see, I hope the audio doesn't drop out, that would really suck. Yeah, Vodafone's failing DOCSIS. I need to move, I should with you Vodafone, I threatened them with a lawsuit, it's ridiculous. The problem is, I told them, if you don't fix this shit, you know, after 4 years I start to sue you and say, okay, then we cease support. It's like, fuck you, Vodafone. It's like, where are we? Oh, this is also wrong. So here we are cross-compiling. Where is even, did I not touch it? Why is this? Whatever. So the previous build was not as stable. I tested that. As usual, I pre-tested this. I need to automate this. It's most likely Perl, isn't it? Yeah. That is disappointing. So let's rsync. So I'm testing here the still being cross-compiled system, right? Rsyncing this here. Just some new files here and there. Some LVM goodness for HPPA RISC. So it looks like LTO and maybe too much optimization is also similar to Spark, not most stable for HPPA, which is why we're testing this, right? Nothing like building ISOs for all the potentially Guinness World Record breaking Linux distribution support here, and then lowering the bit rate further down like there is no internet, which can't recommend. Don't delay, cancel your failing Vodafone's internet subscription today. Yeah, so quite some stuff cross-compiled. Also, as usual, there are some things, right? For example, with rsync, I noticed we probably want to emerge some things for, not emerge, build, because our recently added dash for improved performance. Yeah, this is right. So basically, if you cross-compile this and then you can't run stuff if dash is your default shell for some years ago, we benchmarked that, right? 11 or so, what? 11 or 13? Probably was 11% better performance. So we need to cross-compile Perl because it, of course, does not fully work. Where are we here? So that's, of course, Epic thread wrapping through Ryzen, on Ryzen, and that is still actually, hey, we have Vim. Yeah, previously, of course, if I needed an editor, I just use SED. So change road here, like echo name server there. But now we have VI, right? Vim. How do we not have VI? That's strange. Okay, whatever. Maybe there's a good reason for that. Anyway, so yeah, then let's. Yeah, I emerged some stuff, right? Bash. We just But anyway, I had to bash build. Darn, now probably because I rsynced it, I lost the. That sucks. I had it built already. Okay, anyway. So I believe this build of T2, I mean, surely we are here the 5th year live on YouTube. Surely in 20 or so thousand subversion revisions, or Git, doesn't matter, for those who are triggered by subversion. Certainly 20 or 30,000 revisions in over 4 years should be some improvement. And also figuring out what GCC options are unstable on platforms, right? Like that one here. So we need Perl. Then should surely this shouldn't build too much longer. Also, like, so that means I switched from LTO, so that's a little bit similar to Spark 64, where all the stuff isn't stable. So HPPA. So basically, yeah, more segfaulting binaries. Actually, okay, we had already SPP stack smashing protector disabled. I believe that wasn't supported for this architecture. We probably, so what would that be? QEMU. So I guess we use the same ones here and maybe check the arch, arch here. So the reason is because I don't want to type this LTO stuff twice. So that would be, where do we have Spark 64? So that is my build all front-end driver. Yeah, arch like that, and then where do we have HPPA? All right, this is already architecture. So what we need is then, did I? I didn't. This is also a little bit. It's not what I wanted, but anyway. So here, so for that we don't have QEMU yet. So then I believe that probably could work like this. And we need no LTO, so Spark 64. Because Spark 64, so the issue is that GCC is not the most stable. Maybe nobody ever tested or at least fixed, right? I mean, we could, do we want to test this twice? Yeah, maybe we, so what is the, yeah, this is basically GCC. I believe GCC was icing. And then so better, let's do the same for HPPA without 64-bit, so 32-bit HPPA. Oh, this internet is killing me. I'm so disappointed by so many things. So are we building already? No. I was waiting for this build. Oh, good GTK. Where is my... There. There it was. This we could already skip. Pointless to build that, at least today. So it should be soon nearly everything. Yeah, that is a little bit annoying now. We first need to build Perl. And then Binutil, so that takes a while. I believe most things should be through here though. The only thing is, should we, I mean, if we test the latest kernel, this internet is complete. I don't know what, how can company, and that is why I mean, I neither have the time or too much spare money, but just out of principle, like Louis Rossmann style, I really would like to sue the heck out of fucking Vodafone. The problem is, probably in the Euler and contracts, most likely there's so many clauses of like not promising the bandwidth. And I mean, they advertise 8 hours of business resolution, and then you tell them, hey, look, you promise on your website 8 hours. In the meantime, it's 4 years, and say, yeah, but it only if this only affects your connection and not like the whole block, because there's like their argument is there is nothing wrong with your connection, just the whole block of the city is freaking overloaded, and we're working on it like for 4 freaking years. I mean, how is that acceptable? I mean, and I wish I would be millionaire or billionaire and sue the heck out of such lying, dishonest companies. This is so ridiculous. I need to move, really. So, GDB, I guess maybe we do one last rsync after GDB. There must be... And so the other thing is, just this the other day with this Workstation 40 MHz, which of course was an extreme case. just like this broken internet is extreme. Something didn't terminate, right, for even 30 minutes on this Workstation 40 MHz, even our config stuff, right? And so our config stuff is even slow on this quad core, 4 times, like 2 socket, 2 dual core CPUs, and of course the config shouldn't be that slow. The thing is, we scan there for our 5,000 packages. Also, it was, before my YouTube career, T2 was faster, because at that time we only had 3,000 or 3,500 or so packages. Now we have over 5,000. And of course, now that we have so many packages, it's just so many system calls, right? So probably we need to reorganize some code. It wouldn't surprise me if we... Actually, that reminds me, and so good that we do that, right? Because if I wouldn't do it today, if you're wondering why do I every day work an hour or two wrenching here, typing on our increasingly successful all architecture, one Linux distribution, because there are constantly things to do, right? Not only on Spark, Ultra Spark, new regressions, fixes, power off and stuff, testing, the only substitute for testing is more testing. But I even forgot that I overlaid the HPPA kernel, because there were some compiler things we need to check. Maybe we needed 2 compilers. Need to check in a second. Like, yeah, just rsync the latest. So this is probably, so it's basically everything here. It's basically everything. So this should also be surely eventually, still 1,000 files. So, because currently this was the last kernel, architecture HPPA, which didn't need, so probably for the VDSO. Because I saw there's so many details, I forgot this already. There was something that prevented me to build the latest kernel. Temporary, oh, this was something, okay, I need to comment. So, welcome back, one phone call later. So we have now everything rsync, so brand new build. I'm a little bit surprised that I had LTO enabled, but I need to check this maybe with the latest GCC and so on it works. So we need, unfortunately, we need to build Perl for make info, tech info, whatever, for binutils, and because I want to have a performance number for binutils, just because, but I have the impression we might be in the 30-minute ballpark. We, however, need to investigate. We will have a build error here with Linux kernel, so epic thread ripping and cross-compiling that on the horizon. Wouldn't have the AI water cooling already make some sounds there. And I think the pump already some starting to make some irregular noises. I'm pretty sure, yeah, so this fails. Let's see what it is. It should probably be... also, why is this? Alright, because... So that's probably more accurate, right? Perling there. But yeah, we're getting there, right? T2 stable production Linux. And if we ever find stuff breaking again or variations, LTO, not LTO, whatever is stable, right? I'm certainly not. I rather write a tiny, minimal, highly portable compiler than fixing GCC's LTO brokenness. Is this some alarm? Or is it just the AI NZXT Kraken water? No, anyway. Yeah, of course, Vodafone's failing doxes makes this shit up. It's ridiculous. So, what build? So this is probably second compiler, and I don't even remember how I... how do we even build this? We must have... I'm not even sure. HPPA... Or maybe, do we build this twice? GCC? Maybe even we built this twice. Maybe. So there's so many details that I already start to forget. Those details. Package GCC. Yeah, we are rebuilding that a second time. We only do this for... Okay, that explains, I was already wondering why it was building so long. We probably want an... this... No, this noise stop. Maybe it's really someone having silly noises. Echo, what do we have? Info status. Billing. Okay, let's... So, because even following my own pro tips and advice, diagnostics, right? I was running like, well, how can it possibly be that slow? And it's like, yeah, that is why. Building. Yeah, I need to check something of that sort. Okay, we usually don't have dots anymore. Maybe variant. So okay, we have two compilers. So either this fails, or because they had really tricky code there, that of course failed. Is it Z or yeah, VDS offset? So I remember I debugged that, and that was somehow extremely strange. I remember yeah, that's my recurring life, right? So undeclared first use of this. I remember it was really strange. Maybe it's simply using the wrong compiler. That is a possibility. .518? So hopefully, Linux VDSO version magic. So yeah, probably eval make opt VM Linux, and then was it V? Maybe it was. Yeah, so debugging is a nightmare. This is also new. Years ago, the Linux kernel didn't. So I mean, this is extremely pointless, right? Although maybe we need another verbose thing. What is there? Yeah. Maybe we are using the wrong verbose thing. We never. Cabled verbose contains one who command is echoed. So reason for rebuilding. Okay, maybe cabled verbose then. Most commands. Origin V command line. Okay, maybe this is already what we do with V. Maybe that is identical. Looks about like that. Thank you very much. The problem with that is this is like 99% garbage information. And this is extremely annoying to work with if all you have in there is nonsense. Like you want to debug what's happening there, and then what is it running here? HPPA. Is it running that for both? So which file is it even? I had there some, or did I? Or maybe we need, wait a second, maybe I deleted that. Do we have that? Maybe I should actually check. HP, where do we have hotfix? Is that, what is it doing? PARISC. If arch cross CC. Maybe that is incorrect. What we basically need is, okay, we don't need another compiler for HPPA 32. Okay, so across 32 compile. Do we have CC stuff? CC cross prefix cross 32. Do we set that? Maybe not. Okay, let's see if we can. Okay, we patch that, but maybe not too much. Right. Also, so probably the patch is only workarounding building 32-bit HPPA. So many broken variants. It's people there with comments and lockstep. So Itanium also had some lockstep thing for highly critical systems. So not in this one, right? So this is a Linux kernel exposed 4 CPU quad core thing. Yeah, previous video, Spark ECC errors, right? So much to lockstep, but wow, is it even this one? Oh, this also. Oh, this internet is so big. It's ridiculous. It's awesome. It's so sad. So yeah, so that Perl is building, hopefully. So we want to benchmark binutils here. Okay, let's see if we can work around this with that. Call CC cross prefix or whatever they do there. So let's see what happens if we HPPA. Oh, by the way, what do we even? We have cross. Oh no, we have that already. Cross CC. We set this already. Wait, cross. No, we. Okay, we set that already. So that alone. Do we set? Where do we even set this then? Probably in. Okay, we do here already this trickery. Rep KCC 2, KCC 64. Okay, we do your stuff. It's not yet fully working though. So the problem is some other architectures, but also not ARM64. Most other architectures have a B-arch dual architecture GCC where you can select with M32, M64. Not so HPPA RISC and ARM64 for that matter. Super annoying. This is what this trickery is coming from. Also hydration. Maybe I shouldn't have this precious cat whatever 6.7 something network cable just there also. Nothing like Ethernet cable protection. Also, is this Ethernet? Where was that? The second one here. Where is my second Ethernet protection cable? Oh, here. Precious new expensive cables. Why is this not in the history? Oh. So what do we run here? We run HPPA 64. Maybe that's yeah. So that is a problem here, right? VDSO. It's like yeah, good luck debugging. This is also like I don't understand how the Linux kernel people can. People always are so impressed with hey kbuild and kconfig and makefiles, and it's like yeah, it's like sure maybe there are other options, but how this is acceptable is So that's cross-compile, arch prefix, cross 2 cchp, and I remember it was super annoying. Install. Error undeclared. What is it even? So that is in file included from kernel signal. Yeah, but it's okay. It is signal. It's configured as 64-bit kernel. Oh, come, microphone cable. In setup RT frame, setup RT frame, what was it? Signal, VDSO, VDSO. So it always needs is PARISC. So we can also not just disable that because there is no 64-bit userland, which probably we wouldn't run for optimization reasons anyway. So we cannot simply disable that. Oh wait, this was here. VDSO offset restart undeclared. But so it's actually, so maybe, but did we build the VDSOs in already? Actually, we built those. Maybe that part is working. Hey, this part is working apparently. So then it's only this nonsense. Why can this not all just work? VDSO13. Should we check if anyone freaking else ever had? So this stuff is super new, right? So this is state of the art of Helge Deller also. Deller. It's like here, Google AI, right? Images? Why are we freaking in images? All I wanted was Unix kernel. It's like, yeah, that is also super helpful. So 13. So that is included. So that is in file included from kernel signal C. Is it so? In expansion. Okay, so in expansion from VDSO restart Cisco. So that is 519. 519. So yeah, that is here. There isn't complete. So we clearly need that. I mean, I wonder. I always wonder how the maintainers build it, right? Like, why does it fail for me? So per build in 20 minutes. Unaligned access. Cool, cool. What in aliases? What? In equivalent aliases? Also stuff I've never seen in my life. Okay, maybe eventually we still have things to further improve. Would certainly not surprise anyone. So VDSO 13 error offset undeclared. Context VDSO 32 offset. What was it in? This is restart. Arch PARISC include ASM VDSO 13. That's not many lines. Context in offset. It always should include that. So that is, was it that one, right? VDSO offset. Generated. Okay, maybe that's empty. You know what? Generated VDSO. What? Ah, right, because it's the file name. Maybe here. Maybe they use the wrong compiler there too. Okay, that is empty. That's certainly not good. That's not empty. Okay, how is the shit generated? You had me at generated, so at least binutils is binutiling. Yeah, we solve. It's like here, live kernel development. You ask for it, you get. You subscribe for it. You go funded me. You Patreon. Where would that? Alright, since they name it PARISC, right? Generated. Is that either here? Here is some uni, here is some VDS page. Maybe here, arch, whatever. Maybe we need to patch that too. Generated, cabled X mode. We need to generate VDSO offsets before compiling certain files in the kernel in order to do that. We should use arch prepare target, but we can't since is included generate and build and prepare 0, for which like yeah, cables, like yeah, you want the most complex build system stuff. You got it. So this is still okay. Let's maybe grab for that. So the problem is that you do not always find exactly that. It might be generated. Generated. Oh, we have here HP. Maybe that is the issue. Maybe we shouldn't run a HPPA64 NM on it. Look at that. That is for sure the issue, right? Or is it? Or maybe I don't know if it supports. Hello? Generated. Yada yada yada. Arch PARISC kernel. Arch PARISC kernel VDSO. Wait, we have that here. So why did this not? What did I do wrong? That's this. Okay, what did I just do wrong? Or was it just? Ah, no, symbols. Oh, wait, maybe this is this even? Maybe we need to build bin utils differently. Or twice. So would a bin utils with 2 targets? I don't think that is a new thing. So we recently optimized our bin utils not to build all targets. But we don't. Oh wait, we have that? Where is it coming from? Oh, we built this twice? 2, maybe? I don't know. Maybe we built this twice for some reasons. But this also has no symbols. That's unfortunate. Maybe that is built wrong? What did it want? It wanted some... And maybe it really has no symbols. I mean, we should be able to check with this one here, right? Does this have... I mean, this has symbols. So the other... Wait, does this... Okay, this does file format not recognized, but... this doesn't whine about file format not recognized. It just says no symbols. So maybe this even should work for both. Potentially. So apparently this is already built wrong in some way, shape or form. Which we don't see the most because of the stupidly hidden by default commands. I'm not a fan of this non-verbose stuff. Ah, it even wants here. Cool, it wants and then continues because... So it probably runs something wrong here. At least in some incompatible way. Let's hope that rebuilds it. Did I SO? So let's eval that like that. Let's evaluate like that just. Are we also building? At least we're doing something somewhat. So yeah, at least the surrounding stuff is right, VDSO. So what are we building? So we're building HPPA, which, so this might already be wrong. Because I don't think, so that's probably wrong. Hey, here we run, wait, here's a, wait, what does it run? Why does it run HPPA 64 for that? I mean, maybe it doesn't matter because it's E, okay, I mean, okay, okay, maybe that is, I mean, yeah, first look wrong, but it's like, yeah, -E for preprocessors, so it doesn't matter. So then they run HPPA-T2, so this is our GNU GCC. Okay, this, I mean, this looks in principle right. So this also looks in principle right like HPP-ATA. I mean, this is a 32-bit variant. This also looks right in theory. But why does it not have symbols then? What does it do? VSO sim? But here it does. Ah, this is HPP. Okay, this. Or did it do the right thing now? Because I will also. Okay, what? Oh no, it probably didn't do a right thing because it's still empty. Why does it not have symbols? Yeah, this is the most bizarre, complex stuff I always need to debug. There is even did I not CD? Oh, somehow didn't. Ah, I typed it as well. So does output format F32 doesn't look too bad. HPPA NM, what symbols do we get here? Kernel SIG and stuff. No symbols, thank you very much. What should be a node? Node S. Elf node begin, pet out node kernel version. This supplies the node sections to go to the PD node inside the VDSO text. Here we can supply some information useful to user land. Ah, thank you very much. Restart. Kernel restart syscall. What else did we had? Node and is this able to produce working? But this is able to produce a working Hello World program. Oh man, what a mess. Why do I always need to debug the most stupid? Hey, we built binutils in only 30 minutes. That is also freaking fast. So yeah, there is some performance index. Improving our website with more performance data. JB Glorites had water damage in a rental storage room the other day. Apollo Series 7 now has a broken PSU. House insurance company reacts refurbished for 1,400 Texas. That is really unfortunate to hear. Probably I need a really good storage for all my precious collection here. Why is this freaking symbol? Why is this what? So there must be. I mean, so the objects look actually. Maybe we should double check. RISC kernel VSO. So this was NM, right? So this, for example, that one. And what do we get for? Actually, you know what? Let's check another thing. Let's check if the 64-bit variant works, because the kernel sometimes... Okay, this also works, not too bad. And what happens here with this SO? Did it run this on the SO? Okay, it does run this on the SO. So restart and stuff, and you see that, right? So these are those sizes, just SVD, SO32. So we have the 64 stuff is of course a little bit bigger. This is 500. And so yeah, clearly something is not fully in there for reasons. Or is it this is 3000? So that is, it's a should be a combination of those. So one, I mean, maybe some elf overhead, so I mean, it doesn't look that bad though. It kind of looks like elf 32-bit PARISC stripped. Ah wait, is the other also stripped? Ah, maybe we strip it. That's probably the thing. Our T2 stuff probably strips it away because it's the name of our userland stuff. Oh, again, it's the second time in my life. But yeah, the more you debug, I mean, yeah, it takes some time, right? Everything takes some guru meditation. Wow. So we only built, so we probably can... So if we delete that and then GCC wrapper, do we have bypass? I recently implemented bypass for something. Hey, I have the impression that might freaking... Yes, we are getting somewhere. Shipping another random stuff. I just wanted to stability test this a little bit. And yes, of course, we also solve this. So maybe we do this in general because the kernel, I mean, we could... I mean, okay, for most other architectures, we don't have that. Bypass, do we do this already? We do strip wrapper bypass. Okay, Spark needs this attached. Let's see if that breaks something. I mean, very theoretically we could, but yeah, I mean, it's probably until, oh wait, is GCC? This is probably, I hope it doesn't bypass this GCC. Or we remove just dash S. No, I don't know whether, okay, we better test that. I'm not sure if our wrapper inherited some, because some stuff is inherited. HPPA, that probably should be that one. By the way, I probably didn't raise even my serial console. Did I boot with serial console? Actually, you know what I did? I think this is serial console, huh? Or is it? Oh no, this wasn't. I was too fast with it. Ah, that is a serial console. Okay, I booted with serial console. Let's test. So bypass, and then let's gcc. KCC wrapper debug HPPA. So actually, the question is, this is such a mess. Is this even wrapped? Maybe it's not even wrapped. Wow, so many years. I mean, if you have completely non-standard custom stuff, then stuff breaks, right? Okay, we don't even have. Okay, what a mess. So this needs further improvement. That's really messy. You know what? I better protect this. I don't want to accidentally modify other builds too much. Let's do. Or do I? You know what? Actually, we can move that over. Okay, and then we don't need this here either, because then we don't have modifications here, do we? Ah, this Spark stuff, of course. But architecture, HPP RISC 64 package, because we have a package code overlay thing. I have this to do already. I knew that. I knew that. Hotfix VDSO32 using our blend compiler and can strip. I mean, yeah, it's good enough for now. Do I have this on my to-do? Nothing like drawing you to do. So that probably this has a high chance of actually working. Oh, and we built bash. So that means we can finally, the purpose of all these efforts, document our performance numbers. And actually, this is actually increasingly just 2 hours a day, making this 2 hours a day, 365, making this 730, of course, hours, $50, right? It's just a tiny little investment a year over 25 years. It's, oh man, could have been a millionaire. Shame. Pity. So, WW, you probably want to go Patreon, GoFundMe, YouTube membership, and super things. And we document that also on our website for, is this even the right? www T2 package hardware. And then performance numbers. And failing internet. Thanks for nothing, Vodafone. So, bash. We should check, so that is, this is state of the art. This is this. GCC, was it 0? No. That is this even the right one? No, this is that. Is it 5515? 5.17.12 for those reasons that we fixed today. And this, by the way, is an accumulation, right? I had this prefix with the second compiler, because even the second compiler is new after 5.17, right, for this VDSO. So, yeah, it took 2 times, surely an hour or so, just to keep this kernel building for improvements in HPPA stuff. And what did we build with? Maybe actually we built with LTO. Oh no, I had this disabled. Okay, no LTO smart. Ah, where's my terminal? Terminal. So no LTO smart, which is OS 02. And bin utils. So if you're interested in high precision, performance and stuff, electrons cycling, high performance Unix RISC workstations, that is performance you would get var ADM. What am I even doing here? Bin utils, right? So that was 13 minutes. So yeah, that is orders of magnitude. 43 seconds was on a Ryzen 7 950X 1334 on quad-core gigahertz, in case you were wondering. To build bin utils, do we have the version here? That one. So 1334 640 bash GCC. We need to update this GCC number here. No LTO smart. It's probably fine now. And last but not least, we could test the latest kernel. So that build, amazing. Did I move the? I believe I did. What do I have here? Why do I have there moved from? Some random file. That what was? All right, I updated this. This is why. Okay, this is also, we don't need this anymore. This is upstream already. Ah. Then let's rsync the latest kernel to here. Rsync boot 651. Vodafone is struggling getting 1 Mbit out. Thanks for nothing. Incompetent morons. When I really don't like this, people should be fired for the smallest stuff, but the freaking people, like the whole departments of not being able to fix business internet in 4 freaking years, honestly. And certainly the managers, right? All the golfing and pointless water overhead managers at freaking Vodafone can really go F themselves. This is a disgrace of. It should be outlawed to call something that broken in internet. It's like, I can't drink so many drugs too. So yeah. Fingers crossed that this will boot. Comment below what you think. Oh, we are synced. So the init.rd, so it's the latest init.rd. I mean, okay, we booted that stuff anyway, so I guess I could edit that on the command line. You might not see that, so where is my serial console? Like here, shutdown, reboot. So serial console worked on HPPA. I need a better host name. What is the, so that is HPPAC, was it 8000? Oops, 8000, oops. So yeah, that is the post stuff, right? So that's the firmware. Let's grab USB keyboard already, because I believe I don't have right now. I think I have video graphics console thing, I believe, probably. So I need to edit that there. Let me, was this even the right? Was it 8000, 9000? Maybe 8000. Let's, do we have boot already? No, we don't have boot already. It probably posts slower. It wouldn't surprise me if also 9600 baud, or is it 11? PSX, grab. Oh, I also mistyped this. Maybe it works anyway, maybe it doesn't. It wouldn't surprise me if the serial console stuff slows it down. New SPD 2 gig DIMM found. Yay. By the way, all BIOSes should be like this, right? Why do PC BIOSes not give us the low level stuff? Like on a PC you need a bloody postcard, and it's like when Unix workstations 20 years ago, like here's all the low level stuff in all its finest detail, right? It's like on a bloody PC it looks up, like you see nothing unless you have a postcard, or it looks up anyway. We need more of those websites though. And why is this stuff so slow? What is the website? This was OpenHPPA, right? OpenHPPA, or there was some... Yeah, I would need to... I don't know if... maybe it can be disabled. I didn't... Oh, he's also 9000. Is it 9000 or 8000? Except that this internet is freaking slow. Or is... Here is C8000 C class. Where is my... Maybe I need to be careful, not... Okay. Unfortunately, you don't see the boot menu. I could probably alter that, but... What was boot? Boot was... boot is BO, boot. Interact with IPL, yes. That's the best without typo. And then... What was it? 6.5. Let's hope we can dynamically edit this. I hope Halo only loads as it's freaking slow. It's ridiculous. By the way, do you see that? Oh no, you don't see that. Edit. So edit 0. That okay. 6 5 1 T2 or 651, right? Couldn't be any slower though. Then edit 1. Yeah, you wish you could see this, but I can't always fight. It makes no sense to fight 10 minutes with a serial console and post 5 times a minute-long post. Let's hope Halo doesn't boot if I mistype here something, because some stupid bootloaders boot anyway. Like even grub, I believe even grub 2, so TTY as 0, right? And let's make this... Ah shit, this was wrong. Even grub boots if it can't load the init.rd or the Linux kernel or whatever. Yeah, I think grub 2 loads, if it can't load the init.rd it boots anyway, and then you have a kernel, oops, panic for not having init.rd, which is slightly ridiculous. So 651 init rd651, I hope -t to write root and stuff. I guess we can, did I had console tty as 0? Let's see, command line for kernel, selected RAM disk segment, 0 load, size, loading RAM disk, branching Linux kernel entry point, 0010000. If this is the last thing you see, then you don't have a booting kernel. But we have, what, an oops, not tainted? What did we get there? Panic, cool. What, bad address, code 6, TLB miss, UDEF? That's not ideal. USB in it, USB core, page fault? Nah, that's disappointing. Naja, wow. It worked earlier. Why does it not work now? In USB in a USB core. That's a shame. That's disappointing. Cool. So much work for kernel doesn't boot anymore. Yay. Achievement unlocked. So much to why did we use the older kernel? So yeah, the thing is with either wait, we did it boot. Why do I have the frame buffer didn't update yet. The frame buffer still displays the old text here. Maybe it doesn't do, I'm not sure, what does it do? MP slave dispatch enter bootmem rendezvous cc bootmem MP slave sleep address. Will it recover, or do I need to? I mean, where was this in page fault, bad address, instruction, translation, local site, buffer, misfault, CPU 3 PID, com udefd. But surely the whole kernel went. This is somehow it also doesn't reboot, right? Why? Or are we still? Wait. Why does? Wait. Now when I press a key, numlock blinks. What the heck is that? That is funny. Never had that. So nothing's happening, and like, is this some firmware state of hey, it's not working? That's a funny thing to have. Yeah, I mean, I could boot without, you never know if this is, where's even the power button? Yeah, now you would need to debug this, right? Or theoretically bisect. This is why also oops, it was, that wasn't power, where's the freaking power button on this? Oh, there's something, there. Should probably research if it has a reset. Yeah, that's disappointing. That's surely disappointing. Also work as usual, right? You spend hours on this stuff and then other stuff is crashing. Like 1 step forward, 2 steps back or whatever. Or 2 steps forward, 1 step back, I don't know. Yeah, obviously I can't ship it like this, right? So much to spending all the time on this stuff, and then you can't ship it because now segmentation faults. Cool. I mean, at least we know what it is, and we can, like, basically we can commit it already. I mean, we could the improvements of it could build and still leave the overlaid kernel that did build. We also need to check. Could also be compiler, right? Does the previous compiler still work? That did work. That just managed to build bash and binutils and Perl. Yeah, there's always something, right? It's always the only constant is change and regressions. The only substitute for testing is more testing, and the only substitute for bug fixing is more bug fixing. Why is my to-do growing faster than I can work on all those details? I mean, maybe I should only work on mainstream and the most successful things. like normal people would do, and not on vintage and retro high performance workstations that are not high performance anymore. But don't tell anyone. And also the internet. Yeah, the next time I need to live stream over LTE. I don't even know how broken this is, because we have with 1 Mbit 12%. Let's I only tested one more time. I mean, all the other binaries did work, right? We arsynced the binaries, and the VDSO stuff could fail. But I mean, the binaries worked in general. We just had rsynced them and had run them with the previous 5.11 or 17 or whatever the kernel was. Yeah, I'm basically round robin cycling through all the systems to test, right? 12.7, it's here. You can't call this internet, it's cancer. Oh, we have there, I didn't even know, oh, there was Fire. It's the first time I ever saw that. It had their Fire GL stuff printed in the top left corner. That's a nice detail. So interact with that. Hello, are we? Why is this? Interesting, that's this princess stuff. Yeah, let me quickly edit this again. Yeah, it's also super slow to edit because, oh wait, we want, yeah, okay, whatever. 6, because this prompt is so slowly redrawing. 5.1T2. Alright, this is 0. So it's fingers crossed that it works without serial terminal, but I don't have the highest hopes, but one last try for the day nonetheless. Basically could, oops, boot it like this. Let's add here. So 561 T2, 651. Kernel init RD TT, no serial console. Ah, darn it. Mistyped here this shit. This menu is also, yeah, bootloaders. We have 24 sucking bootloaders and then grab 2. Yeah, otherwise I certainly need to bisect and or at least build all the major kernels on the way and see if the last one fails already. Didn't oops yet, but will we see something? Oh wait, maybe we just don't see it. What did it? Actually it printed there something, right? So no, we still have. So the problem is maybe the frame buffer doesn't work. Oh, that is disappointing. What did it print there? CC, probably the same, right? Monarch. Which one was it even? OS, state entry, OS, HPM. It's this, when I press it, I'm not even sure branching. If this is the last message, you need to switch your console account sometime. Not sure. Yeah, that is. Why does it blink so non-login? It's bizarre. Yeah. More. Do we have an HP? Probably not, right? What do we have for QEMU? Yeah, we don't have HPPA64. That's disappointing. That's really disappointing. I slightly wonder what I need to make sure that it boots into network, but I mean the hard drive did still click. Should that mean it was alive and doing something? Maybe I should have tried to ping it. I need to check that it fully. But the thing is, you with an all new initRD and stuff, yeah, if you don't see anything, it certainly sucks a little bit if you don't know where it's stuck. I probably need to, maybe even there is a cache repair all. There certainly is some option. Maybe there is some configureless waiting and wait over. Slave check. We don't call the slave anymore. It's gig economy workers. Also. Anyway. Don't even have hydration anymore. I try once more with a slightly, do I even remember which kernel I had there? Which kernel did I have there? Do I have this here in some? Because I had a slightly newer, probably what I deleted, right? Where as far as I remember, the frame buffer did, as the Radeon did work. I had the unisolated X running, which probably is a rare thing. Not sure if, although maybe someone had unisolated running. Because isolate, so this FireGL could work isolated if we patch that with probably AGP guard driver stuff, which probably they want to delete too. So don't tell this new site, otherwise the Linux kernel developer are only encouraged to delete it too. Yeah, that is, I mean, at least we did something. We also, from the performance point, obviously I noticed on the 40 MHz Spark station, the T2 config is too slow. That is, of course, if you develop with Ryzen and Epic and thread gripping, then it's not even then instant. So as it's slow even on a quad core 1 gigahertz, yeah, only 1 gigahertz, but at least quad core. I would say I probably should try to work on making the T2 config run in less than 10 seconds on such a machine. And then, of course, I mean, it still would be super slow on a Spark Station 40 megahertz, but at least better than nothing. What was it 17? I believe it was only. Why did I not? It's really funny that it outputs stuff on the. But probably there's a setting. Boot limited to sectors below 2 GB. No. Was it 15? So I have 5. I mean, we probably should see that, right? So 15 T2, was it? Yeah, maybe it was 15. Because I remember I patched the kernel to have at least frame buffer and unisolated X working. Let's see if it was this 15. I mean, we could. Yeah, if that doesn't work, we probably better should TTY as 0. And let's see if we use 6, if we init into 3, if that fully brings the Q shell up. So 5, 17, 15, TTY is 0, boot. Does it do something? Yeah, it's also the slowest printing frame buffer stuff. Yeah, basically we need KVM, right? Like if you want to have a task, if you want to make the open source world better, also that didn't boot, shit. Probably the kernel didn't exist, so probably I should check what I deleted there. Or down this, did this, this is not very convenient, so it didn't boot, probably the file didn't exist, and now it reset all the bloody config lines. That is, of course, yeah, even boot loaders I need to make better. What is the 5.17.12? But that didn't have, I had their second kernel. .5.17.12 is what I have in Palo here, and that didn't have X working. Said I wanted to close it for today, right? Do I not have any? Where did I not somewhere rsync? Probably, maybe here. Okay. Probably I don't have enough scroll back to see what X. So I don't think I have 30,000 lines scroll back, do I? Yeah, of course not. Shit. So what did I try? 15, right? Oh, darn it. Okay, I guess it's kind of sort of pointless in any way. Console TTY S0 3 TTY S0 that's yeah, payload. I mean, at least it boots something, but this is really not. I mean, yeah, bootloader is only to boot, right? Yeah, ROM failed to map Radeon frame buffer ROM. I had this fixed. I should have. I should run payload. Anyway, what time we probably have 20. Oh, it's only 20:08. Oh, you know what? Hydration. Hydration is healthy. The question is, did I, so what did I do? 517, oh, did I only hit? 517, near what? Yeah, 12, and did I not? Why do I have here? Okay, then I don't have another. I had this booting with X. Where did I save that, or did I never boot that? Only 517, 12. Okay, whatever. Yeah, the internet sucks today. Anyway, it is late. The internet sucks. Did we boot with? Connection. Okay, why does a hard drive? Maybe we were fully booted then? I don't know. It doesn't. Or maybe it's normal that the bloody hard drive clicks every. What drive is it even? Did I smart test that? So was this? Yeah, right, HP. I don't know, this was not what I wanted. Also need a better name. Actually, I wanted to Google the names for the stuff, so it's probably not enabled in 3. Yeah. So I wanted at least one tiny win here for all of you. I think I will change this to start by default. Also, we should also... Do we have that to auto-generate that? Is this still running? Does it print it here? Save test in progress. 48. It's so funny that all the bloody types of SCSI and fiber channel and stuff all print different kind of things. So that is alright. HP as that's probably HP branded ST, I guess. SC gate. Did I say ST? So what even is it? It's parallel SCSI SPI4. Actually, that is storage, LSI 53 PCIX actually. That is PCIX, not? Alright, it's pre-PCIe, huh? Okay. Anyway, by the way, the IDE probably comes standard, right? So that came with it. So I wanted to change, so at least the other, so yeah, we got HPPA scripted packaged even better, just upstream maybe broken. I mean, it did build previously, so no, whatever. Actually, we could actually, should we as one last, you know what, we have this 5 minutes or 6 or 7. HPPA, let's revert the revert package overlay devs infinity and build that, and then let's enable SSH by default. Security, of course. And so what was the encoding here of the stuff? So we have okay, that is the encoding, so I guess like that. SCX, okay. So let's enable this in 3 with network, and probably also secure shell key generation. Where would be the stone workman? No. Or is it also in base stone? Okay, it's there. So that was setup 95 network. Probably like that, right? 99 SSHD, I guess. So then people have that set up by default. Did this finish? Is it finished? Like, yeah, I've run it literally 2 hours later. Amazing. So, oh darn, did I? What is that here? I thought I did. Why does this not build? This is old new compiler result, so the new kernel doesn't build, and the new kernel doesn't work, and the old kernel, yeah. Build HPPA. I mean, I could Google that. Maybe someone else has a TLB. myth thing in their kernel. What is that here? Symbol, already defined assembly. What the heck is going on there? Error is P already defined assembly? What the heck is going on? Did this previously not built? I built this just recently. Why does this fail now? I'm a little bit tired of strange build errors. I mean, it could be simply new compiler, and I thought I just built it and tested. But that certainly sucks a little bit too much. But what we could do is, I mean, just delete it, but it doesn't take so long, just 4, 6, 4, 14? Did I say 6, 4? This didn't substitute enough. Here, let's try that just as a reference. We anyway would need to... I don't have the super highest hopes, but you never know. At least, I mean, I would need to test some more anyway, right? Why not? It's powered on, it's connected, like one more thing, and then I go home. So, yeah. What else do we have here? Quite some stuff, obviously. LTO partitions, no, I don't even remember that one here. I mean, we could theoretically commit SSHD, open SSH, or even maybe network first, so it would be package stone. What? Was it not stone? What happened here now? No, this was already. We had run this already. Alright, these are two things. Here are the two things. Enable SSHD for run level 3 and 5 by default. Run SSHD setup for keygen by default. So there goes it, like one use. Oh, that also fails. What the heck? Why is everything freaking failing? You don't freaking look there for a second and it... But this is the same. How does this fail now? I thought we just freaking built it. Did we not just build it for 6? Am I now hallucinating that, or what? We just built it or not? Did they really just fix recently. Which assembly thing, what even was it? Was it Arch with PARISC? I mean, we could, surely this one developer doing all the work didn't have too many changes. Oh, actually he had Armadillo. Fix config TLB, ptlog to work with lightweight spin log checks. I mean, he did recently. Oh wait, this is just now. Did we build with lightweight spin log checks? Actually, this freaking starts to build, so maybe they just recently. TLB ptlog check unoptimized the stars. Spin log unlock good optimization works as spin log checks aren't enabled because they recheck if the log work is 0. Is this enabled by default? PARISC HPPA. Spin. Why do we have here some hardware spin logs? What was the config name? Spin log check. Couldn't be our issue. There's so many changes. Maybe I should not, this was Linux proper. Let's maybe use this one here, because they're apparently just early merges. It smells so wheat again. Some neighbor here is smoking wheat. Wonder who that is, or some not neighbor, just people standing on the street. Man, that smells. It's ridiculous. It's getting high in Berlin, just breathing air on the window. So. So yeah, I mean, so that apparently builds, or does it? Oh, it also doesn't build, but it just built. What the heck is going on here? What? Have we just built it, I thought? Why does all of those builds... wait, this is the wrong one. Wait, I'm so stupid. I'm so stupid, we built the overlay, this is why. Did nobody not notice? For what to have the audience? Yeah, there's most likely some GCC fix, right? So allow, what? Allow 64-bit STI calls and PDC format abstraction. Man, I really get high soon here. This is ridiculous. Require us to call to STI ROM EG this XE. This patch allows drivers to use such 64 core convention. Interesting. Oh my! If I once breathe in more, I get higher. Really, I fall soon from this chair. Mm. Yeah, we will test boot that, and then we'll really call it a day. Okay, we also, so probably did I, init 2, let's test if this init 3 is now secure shell, yes, just init. Hello? Hello? What? Might be an older install that doesn't... Setting up network devices, interface, it's here, secure shell. Why does this not DHCP? That obviously should work on the first try, otherwise it would be annoying. Yeah, let's see if 6.4.14 gives us the same TLB thing there. You would hope with all those changes. So yeah, I mean, but there are more than me, just there are even other crazy Germans to support this crazy stuff here. I wonder, anyway. Excuse me, probably too much cannabis here. So that's building. Let's check the default SMP, just that we don't build too much. 6.4 or 6.5. What is it? NR CPUs, right? Okay, 8 is, yeah, it's okay. At least it's not 100 something. Oh, that also built already. 6.4.14 already. Unfortunate in the history, but build, done. Packages, boot 6.4. Hello? No root to host. What? Hello? Are you drunk? Or did I mistype slot? Okay, whatever I had says 131. This was from some other machine. Why did I have such an... Okay, whatever. Serve T2. Not really sure where that is coming from now. ART2 build. What? Did I not? I didn't have verbose. Nah. Yeah, one last test and then no space left on the device. Why do we have here mid modules? It's really full. That's unfortunate. I mean, we can delete the segmentation or the oopsing, that one here. Yeah, we need more automation, but the thing is as long as you, I mean, this is difficult to automate. It's of course not impossible. It's of course super annoying with this post time, right? If stuff crashes, best automation is always with virtualization. So that would mean KVM for that. I mean, as we deleted this, we could 651. Didn't work anyway, so YOLO, I guess. So that is 6414. Fortunately, that, yeah, I probably should check the firmware configuration not to post so long. Yeah, also still 12%. 2,000 of frames. Man, how can this smell so weird? Yeah, fingers crossed, bets taken. What do you think? Will it work? Maybe I should PARISC configure post tests. Yeah, I guess whatever. They probably don't have KVM, right? Why is this? Should probably change that from an underscore for reasons. Yeah, of course not. I mean, we don't have a QEMU 64-bit QEMU anyway. I mean, it's not. I mean, it's only a Guinness World Record filing supporting all architecture thing. It's not like we production level need to support it. Obviously, the bare minimum, and I mean bare minimum, keeping all this compiling somewhat working. Plus, of course, the more I use, if I always test the same x86 QEMU thing with serial console, this is of course discovering the annoyances like having network configured by default, secure shell style, and so on. Let's see what you're saying. Announce these drop frames were brought to you. I usually say things like this. Yes, I usually say exactly all those precious sharp full HD frames not brought to you by Vodafone's failing doxes. Can't recommend. Don't delay, don't go to Vodafone's failing ISP stuff today. Yeah, one other day I configure here, there's boot stuff, but I'm not doing. What even was the kernel now? Interact with IPL, yes please. And then this was 6414, right? 6414. 6414. One of the more annoying bootloaders. Okay, I mean it's probably a little bit better than Zelo, but 14 T2. It doesn't help. I type on a Sun Unix keyboard. I can show you the keyboard layout in a second. This is nobody like give us the most annoying keyboard layout in Sun. Here it is. Oops. Or shit, did I? What did I do now? 2? What the heck have I done now? What? No, I edited the wrong 414. Darn it. Maybe I should talk list while I'm editing this fragile stuff. Yeah, nobody give us the most annoying keyboard layout in Sun. Here it is. Thankfully, I didn't pay much for it. 6, 4. I think probably like €6 for this keyboard too. the seller was probably set. I only needed a Sun USB keyboard. It was basically the cheapest. So 6. I have quite some stuff to edit. I probably should pre-edit this payload stuff better, so I don't have always so much to edit here. So one last check. 6 for 14T2, 6 for 14T2, root def by ID TTY as 0. And so let's try to boot it. Let's, fingers crossed. Branching kernel entry point. If this is the last message again, then it didn't work. I probably should... Oh. Did they really break 6.5 just now? Because this boots longer. I think a TLB failed. I mean, it failed in UDEV stuff, so that's UDEV stuff. It's not yet dead. Why does it take so long? Oh, mounting. I mean, okay, probably it... Yeah, I mean, that's a little bit annoying thing. Maybe I should investigate like log level 1 or whatever, because I'm not... So yeah, the latest kernel broken on HP PARISC for reasons. Oh, by the way, do we have... oh no, we don't have... Why do we not have Radeon output, or is it still loading soon? Magic check failed 0 instead of B007. What the heck? Is that some VDSO thing? That's obviously the first time ever I boot with HPPA. But maybe that's another thing, potentially, because all the rest works. So do we have the big check also? Do we have? Yes, we probably have. What did I think? Yay! So the first time ever T2 runs with VDSO, Virtual Dynamic Shared Object on user space on Linux kernel. Yeah, so we could instantly overlay that, right? Because, I mean, obviously that's broken, that's useless unless they fix it soon. We could, for a test, do you see that? No, you see that partially. It's kind of, we're not tweaking this more. So I have here this new system, that's the new stuff from just now. Do we have Bound? Of course I don't have it. The thing is, it's not bash writes the history on exit, so if you don't exit your shell, like because you just reboot without exiting and stuff, then if you always wondered why is your last stuff not in the bash history, because you did not exit cleanly because you rebooted your stuff, right? Would be cool if that would be some memory map database shared with all your shell things, but it isn't. Or at least atomically appending. You don't even need a... I mean, you could still map that, I guess, and then atomically like open this with append and write one. I mean, that probably should mostly work, probably. But anyway, so dev pts, dev pts, this proc temp change right here. So that is now testing, dogfooding our own stuff, right? That is the latest and greatest of everything except the bloody kernel, which is again broken. By the way, did we fire GL now? Oh yes! That is a version where I hotfix. I totally ugly, but hey, we have freaking. I can log in here. I can probably. Woohoo! I mean, you don't see it, but trust me, it has. Maybe it's the only Linux distribution that does at least have a frame buffer and unisolated X on HP PARISC on FireGL. Obviously, for isolated graphics, there is more needed. I believe, at least, probably, maybe. So last time I checked, potentially. But hey, unisolated X is better than no X, and some frame buffer is also better than no frame buffer. Yeah. So thrilled, amazing. I can also, you probably see that here with cut-proc FB, right? Radeon DRMFB on HP PARISC. That is probably the most modern graphic you ever get somewhat working for HP PARISC. Dmask, grep, Radeon, right? There is shit. not making this shit up. You probably only see it here, and when I send it upstream, it's a grave hack though. I mean, yeah, also ring test fails, right? It's like, yeah. I didn't promise you more than unisolated, right? But hey, some Radeon display connector is more than none, right? So I take that over nothing any day. So like, share, like, subscribe, Patreon, YouTube, thanks and super thanks and stuff then for fixing this further, because this took already an hour or two, obviously, plus all the other surrounding stuff of patching the shit to work. So architecture, let's save this overlay because the other latest and greatest obviously doesn't work. So let's svn revert dev infinity that yet again, second time today, infinity package. Also, maybe I should not only talk. Oh, by the way, I wanted to show you. So this is, I will soon make a dedication. Don't forget, share, like, subscribe on the Moment channel. I will make this. This keyboard is so annoying. This keyboard deserves my investment. My $6 investment in the Sun Unix layout keyboard. Like, it has caps lock there. It has control freaking there. It has the backspace bloody effing there. It's like, what drugs do they hand out at Sun Microsystems back in the day to create this Unix layout? It's like, leave me in the comments below. What is this keyboard? I need to copy the swear words of, this is blasphemy. This is I but hey, I got it cheap. I mean, other people pay $100 or $200 freaking dollar for this thing, right? I got it for like €6. Like, I negotiate every old shit on eBay down to €6. Basically, I only have it. Initially I thought maybe this layout is cool, but no, it's not effing cool. Don't ever, like, unless you want to torture yourself. I mean, at least, and I'm typing every day. I'm typing on this good old type 5 or 6 or what it is, right? Type 6. But man, is this layout is fucking annoying. Yeah, you need to be on very special Silicon Valley drugs to release a Unix keyboard with this effing layout. I only needed this because I needed a USB keyboard for the Sun Blade from the previous videos, right? Because otherwise I don't have a stop key. Yeah, stop, like for mostly for stop. I'm not even sure because I'm not sure if you can enter open firmware. Leave me in the comments below if there's a PC keyboard key combination for Sun open firmware to trigger stop without a freaking keyboard that has stop. But yeah. Anyway, so package Linux. Let's. Do we need to overlay the patches? That is, I mean, okay, maybe we better leave that there because I'm currently not sure if our T2 stuff will our T2 stuff. I mean, maybe I certainly could. I mean, it would be cool to apply all the patches which currently all apply. So that was, what was it? 14, right? 6. So that's basically saving because the currently last working kernel. So majorly upgrading that. Also, you know what? We have it running. So that was the change root, right? We could, while I type this, which will take another minute or two, we could actually, this is the wrong ones. I had the T2 checkout here. And welcome everyone. Did Rever remembers his keyboard from college? You want to tell me you typed on a Unix keyboard layout keyboard in college? And tell me, how did you survive that? How much did you appreciate this freaking layout? We can what was such save point? Ah, disk is full. Cool. Let's hope Subversion recovers from that. Was it cleanup? Let's hope Subversion recovers from disk full. I probably should have deleted some more shit before I did this. How to destroy a Subversion checkout with a simple disk full trick. People say they have a HHKB Unix layout and can use anything that doesn't have control with... I can't use anything that doesn't have... What? I can't use anything that doesn't have control that traditional caps lock is. So you're saying you got so used to this happy hacking keyboard HHKB Unix layout that you can't use anything else anymore. What? You're saying control break can be used as control which is break, by the way? Break is is it pause? Pause break? Pause break, you're saying. Okay. Anyway, now I have it's always good to have a proper Sun keyboard, even if it would be possible in some way, shape or form. Anyway, PS2 keyboard shorter pause called interrupt than USB. Current asks, do PS2 keyboards have a shorter, you mean latency, shorter pause to so-called interrupt than... I always wondered, I traditionally thought PS2 have lower latency, but maybe USB, because USB has this longer frames, so maybe with maybe the USB frequency is higher, so you would need to Google that. Initially, naturally I thought USB has a lower latency, but it always depends. Like, yeah, Google comment and stuff, and maybe we should test this. Maybe the higher frequency and stuff helps it, but it certainly depends on also USB operating system queues and stuff. But yeah, leave them in the comments below. So 6.4, did we not hit 14, right? Wait, this is also wrong. 6.4.14. What do I even freaking type here? So, the question is with these patches. I mean, probably I have them here for a reason, right? Let's see if this pulls patches. Maybe it doesn't. Okay, we have... Can I delete anything else here? See anything big to delete? Because we don't have that much space free, right? Also, we have only 71 megabyte free. Yeah. Because I would be interesting to know. Can we freaking... Okay, we can delete the kernels here. Oh, it's not even a kernel. Why not? Alright, it didn't have it built. Okay, we can delete the freaking... We can uninstall the firmware. That's some 100 megabytes. Because, who needs a freaking firmware? We test one last thing and then we go home. Serve T2 trunk. Yeah, it is updated, right? Okay, this also does somehow not build. Maybe patches. We test performance. Is performance any better with a new kernel? Let's see what happens. The Graver says, I think PS2 is better since gaming motherboards still have those ports. But it doesn't have, doesn't. Is it possible to have N-key rollover in PS2? Maybe that's a USB. Maybe most people would want to run want to have N-key rollover. But I mean, maybe the boards only have it for compatibility because they can, not because it's better. But yeah, leave them in the comments. Like, yeah, comments. Appreciate it. So what is going on here? This might be due to our patches or ADM log. That would be that. What did we? No. Okay, so it's our stuff. So let's compare this with something massive like PowerPC. I mean, you can just restore the patches. It would just be nice to have all of them, all of our other nice patches. These are additional patches. Okay. We could. So do we have anywhere we could just list all the patches, like grep patch in... Do we not have somewhere like MIPS insert patches? Match, no. What I want is use the patches from the conf dir. Okay, I can also... Okay, let's... do we build here? We build here, right? Ah, this... Okay, this runs a while, unfortunately. So I need to massively optimize this. This is too slow for my taste. It can't run like a minute or 5 on bloody quad core. This is just ridiculous. Gigahertz quad core, no, that's like not 100 megahertz quad core, no, gigahertz, 1000 megahertz quad core. So, oops. So ls base package Linux patch. So they should all apply. So var append patch files. That probably should do. This was quotes, but we will fix this in a second. So let's try to reuse these patches. They should all apply in this case. It's of course not an automatically forward compatible thing, but so yada yada yada, download. So usually we have on here. So yeah, I see there. Vodafone is dropping more frames. They really hate me. I complained too much for 4 years. By the way, if you are a lawyer in Germany and you would have fun to sue Vodafone for failing for 4 years to provide working internet, I would really love to hear from you. For obvious reasons. It doesn't really matter what, right? Maybe var insert that. In case it all depends if we have others. So that probably should work, right? Alice, all those patches, it probably should be fine. I mean, yeah, we deleted the download. That was clever. If we are lucky, we will have a... this is also silly. Why is this downloading, by the way, from others and Ben? Do we have, by the way, why does this take so long to negotiate this stuff? Yeah, I just deleted this. I should have uninstalled the bloody firmware instead of deleting this. Somehow I wish, I mean, it's okay, you know what I should put on the to-do? So that's also the win-win, right? How do I grow my to-do to 700 entries? Like, yeah, seeking perfection and wanting my operating system just usable. Oh, it's just live stream 5 more minutes. Of course, it's already 30 more minutes. Yeah, using our own stuff, right? And being critical to ourselves and not like only our own stuff is amazing. No, of course it's not always amazing, because next thing also, there's always stuff to improve, right? In software, hardware, even Intel and AMD, right? It's always, next generation is always better. And so probably we should parallel download, because there is no excuse for all those latency, right? It's basically could have downloaded them like at least more in parallel, so. Build bash again, let's hope this time it's... So yeah, this needs to be, I mean, okay, this was okay-ish, but yeah, it should be more instant. We will be eventually working on this. And do we have here any, no major oops stuff? Okay, that's probably building now. So what do we need to commit? What do we have there? But yeah, seeing the last message there again, piece 2 better, because some motherboard, gaming motherboards have those ports. Just because some stuff has randomly something doesn't mean it's better. It's just, it only could potentially only mean It's there because I could write it. Doesn't, I mean, just because Windows is there doesn't mean it's better, or just because stuff ships with Windows by default doesn't mean it's better, right? So yeah, but probably I should research that. We certainly could with, but yeah, we would probably need a high frame camera or other automation of either with some external thing triggering that and measuring, or high frame of high speed high frame camera, pressing it on frame and seeing how long it takes to visualize. So yeah, scientific experiments are needed and to determine that. So do we have everything else done here? Control Alt break if that doesn't work. Anyway, so I guess I have stuff to revert here. That is just copyright, that is just that. What else do we have here? This is just the latest driver, right? So this is version, this is just updating this to version 4. Oops. It's just there, it's not the biggest thing of the deal, but I have it there, so I was committed. What do we have here? Alright, this was only Spark, right? What did I do here? Alright, I'm not over. Okay, this is also probably somewhat valid. The other stuff is probably architecture. Yeah, but this is just, honestly, it is more efficient to continue working on it, right? If, oh, I somehow changed the view here. Probably I pressed some, probably the wrong focus, pressed some key. But it probably was more efficient to finish this, because if I would have started another day like booting, fiddling and stuff, it's double, triple the time, right? It's running, it's set up, prepared, and so on. It's certainly an hour saved tomorrow or a week later just to test this again. Architecture HPPA64. So we have the Linux kernel overlay here. Do we need probably that, right? So that would be, probably should commit this together. Yeah, with this packaging stuff here. Okay, that build, we probably should check that all the patches applied, right? Oh wait, this is the wrong one. Or is it so? Alright, we actually, but it did apply this later, so okay, it's apparently. So that was there, that is there. That is, that update there, so updated Arch HPPA64 Linux 6.4.14. Amazing, another small step. Okay, Bash is building. Let's see, has the new kernel, even the scheduler, right? Previous video on Ryzen Epic thread ripping, it can build Firefox a whopping 13% faster. What does it do for a HP PARISC quad core? We are nearly done. And the new kernel and complete T2 user line stable enough to build stuff. 5.15. We probably have that here documented, right? So, oh wow, that is freaking much faster. Look at that. That is also over 1 freaking minute faster. Like, wow. It's like, yeah, here, live on this channel, right? Building the most highly precision HP RISC optimized stuff That is what I call a significant freaking other improvement. Certainly VDSO stuff helping for and other optimized system calls. And maybe the scheduler, who knows? Let's just for the fun rebuild binutils and I also didn't download this one. While we update that. That is certainly, it's like, yeah, making 20 years later, still making machines run, and it's like, yeah, quite some warm coming out of there. Which warm is, yeah, it's must be toasting this HP PARISC. So, WWT2, hardware, Workstation, desktop, HP, C8000. Nothing like positively updating your performance index to 515. Let's see how much faster binutils is, if at all. 13.2. Is it even so? Probably I had LTO disabled, right? New T2. Config default, that's a sorry terminal, don't want to disturb this as a build. So LTO. Maybe LTO would work now, I would need to check that. I had the impression that most of the systems currently built with LTO, but I need to double check. So no LTO, it's smart, right? Is it? Ah yeah, smart. Okay. So it's smart, and that is whopping 6 for 14, and yeah, how much faster is it even? That was 6 from, so 515 from, what was it previously? Darn. So that is 515 of 640, 515 of 645, 15 of 6, was it 40, right? Yeah, 41. 6, 5, 15, 6, 41. That is freaking so many freaking percent faster. That certainly is. So how many percent is it? That is oh. What is this rep there before reasons? This is freaking. Okay, I could actually compute this myself, right? Yeah, it's 21.5 freaking percent faster. I mean, I thought, and that is the thing, this is why I document this also here, right? I mean, beside it's comparing apples oranges, because code generation for different architectures was vastly different, right? More registers, less registers, more instructions, vectorization, and so on. But in general, in one class and so on, and theoretically, we probably should document some kind of lightweight performance stuff, like real runtime, so that it's a more, like, not only this special code compiling use case, but like a true runtime stuff of how fast could the same program run. Maybe something as simple as gzip. It should be something that it's like certainly not OpenGL or stuff, because for most systems we don't have OpenGL or, God forbid, Vulkan or any graphic. So yeah, maybe, yeah, set standard. I need to maybe just gzip. I mean, or just maybe we should package just some original dry stone stuff, which is yes, meh, and so on, lame and whatnot. But nonetheless, something that at least somewhat comparable. Obviously, I mean, obviously it scales orders of magnitude, right? It would be. I mean, you could still shorten this with iterations. So like running it 1,000 times or so on modern hardware. But yeah, obviously that is missing. But this is the most T2 usable performance index for if you would want to use it as a workstation and build some stuff. It for sure is also not only the scheduler, right? It's the VDSO. I mean, it could be somewhat the scheduler, but probably not as, what was it, 13% like on Ryzen, right? But yeah, VDSO and who knows, maybe even other TBD. I mean, hell good. The layer is certainly, we had this open here, right? Super busy. It's absolutely mind-blowing. Certainly is as dedicated or even more dedicated. I mean, okay, I'm dedicated for as dedicated as I'm for all architectures. He is very focused and certainly more dedicated, like orders of magnitudes more dedicated to just HPP PARISC, which is not the highest priority for myself. And that's the irony, right? I'm also only ask me anything talking here over waiting for the build, right? In case you were wondering. So otherwise I would want to go home. How many minutes was it? How much? 13 minutes. So maybe, let's hope it's only 10 minutes. We will see. The irony is I was never interested in HPP PARISC. I probably, so for a long time I didn't know it existed. Probably I only knew it existed, I mean, only like 2003, 2004, Rock Linux and stuff. We actually at Rock Linux had someone working on this. I think Daniel Jahre. Hope he's doing fine. If you see this, greetings. And if you want to rejoin T2 now that T2 is amazing again, highly welcome. I saw HPP PARISC there like 2003, 4, that area. I think he probably had 2 systems back in the day, but it was not like outstanding. Like, I was more like mainstream RISC, like PowerPC, like, hey, supporting the truly usable mainstream RISC stuff, right? Like PowerPC, Spark, later a little bit MIPS, so SG Octane. But here, is it still building? Probably, yeah. And so yeah, supporting the mainstream and then everything else too. So I'm also like, if I would have never purchased them, right? And the irony is, of all the things that I at times auction for €6 or more, of the HPP PARISC systems, I think I got all for free, which is amazing. And thanks for all those who donated those. And the reality is I would not working on them, right? Because otherwise I would find them so uninteresting and unnoteworthy, and they certainly never were mainstream like SGI, MIPS, IRIX, Sun, Solaris, Spark. It's absolutely crazy that this HPPA, leave in the comments below how noteworthy and popular did you find HP Hewlett-Packard Precision Architecture. Otherwise, yeah, crazy. But that's also the thing, right? For me, it would make 0 sense to work on this in any way, shape, or form if it were not I got a system donated, and then a second, and then a third, and now we have it production ready, right? So, like, yeah, shall I subscribe? Patreon, GoFundMe. It only takes a couple of people and $1 a month or so to keep this supported, or send me a donation like the Mango Pie or Starfive, right? We obviously will make this also better supported, that are obviously more mainstream. Just, I'm releasing soon. I wanted to have some stuff tested, and certainly the performance indexed. And yeah, and that's yeah, it makes obviously no sense for me to auction this stuff for $500 or so on eBay if it only creates more work, right? Like hours and weeks or months of work, right? So yeah, but it's in better shape now, it's in better form now. That's amazing, we can release it soon. I still need to sort through all my other gazillion changes here. Why do I have here? Oh, by the way, is a new version? And what do I have here? I probably should, this is it. I probably also should make this actually work. I should test this fully. By the way, does it build fully? RPCS CSX. Just do some random mainstream stuff while we work for bin utils to link. CMake, no. I want the missing only. Nothing. Okay, I'm not. I don't. Maybe it built actually, or it didn't. Actually, I packaged this stuff. Find spirf. I actually packaged that for that, but I asked for no depths. Spirf headers, spirf tools. Oh, this is merged. Maybe I still need to patch it. It's like, yeah, there's always one more thing. Maybe I still need to patch it. I packaged it. And the other stuff, did it even fully install? It probably did fully install, didn't it? Let's rebuild those. I guess they built, but let the stuff surprise me. Probably I need to patch RPCS. Yeah, we're installing. I have the feeling this is freaking more performant. The highest performing HP PARISC distribution. Only live here on this channel and the website. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. Patreon, super thing. Okay, this stuff built. The build estimate was even somewhat spot on. So yeah, I probably still need. I think I remember I didn't make RPCSX here. It probably needs some guidance. So 10 freaking minutes. This is another freaking build time reduction from nearly freaking year. It's absolutely effing faster. Like it's an absolutely epic thread wrapping rocket now. Although this is not entirely true. Actually, I spent 50. I brought the second CPU. This amazing freaking system was donated to me with 8 gigs of memory and one dual CPU. But the second actually brought. So actually, I spent. It wasn't even that cheap. Maybe 50 euro. Yeah, I couldn't negotiate that down. Probably I spent probably 50 or 45 or so euro for the second CPU. Because obviously I wanted a quad-core system, right? If I already get all the other stuff donated. Anyway, so yeah, 13, so it's 30 freaking % too, right? So that is let's copy and paste that here. So that is, I hope, okay, this works. So 10 minutes. How much did we have here? 1032 of 13 something. Really makes it the daily driver here, 1334. So this is also just today, right? The same user length, it's just the kernel, absolutely outstanding. Yeah, and that is when humanity works together, right? Then we can do really cool things and optimize the heck out of it and keep it working. So 1334, where's my 13? Oh, 34, that was relatively 1334. So that is quite the same here. That is extremely spot on. So it's not like some random fluke. This stuff is really, what is it, 20, what did I have there? 21.5. This is even faster, right? 22 freaking % faster. Probably need to update the. So like, yeah, that is certainly an amazing achievement. So let's document this here. So that is 10:30. I mean, theoretically, I could have documented the other things. 10:30. Wait, is it the same 34? Did I calculate this correctly? 10:30. Oh, I had a typo there. 10:34. That's it. Makes too much of a difference. But 10. Not really sure why I mistyped this. 10. Oops. 10:34. Oops. Yeah. 10, 34, 2, 41, 13, 2, 6, 4, 6, 4, 14. Linux, various architectural improvements, Linux 6.4.14 perform, hoping, hoping 22% faster than five. What did I previously? 517. So theoretically I should update the Palo thing. But I think I need to run the reinstall thing. I don't really want to do that really today. 6, 4, 14, 6, 4, I say 14 and type 12, amazing. And theoretically, so it doesn't have quotes, 3 for run level 3. Do we have any history? I need to. I don't really want to ruin this booting thing here now. I leave it for now, just in case. I need to Palo install whatever. It's a little bit quirky. So various architectural improvement. Make Linux kernel 6.4.14 perform a whopping 22% faster. Then, yeah, probably. So here, amazing. Theoretically, I mean, yeah, it's not that important to. Do I have performance values for the other? Probably not. That was. I mean, I have here 2 others, right? But so that I didn't boot today. Probably I should someday. Also, yeah. Anyway. This I turned on, but did I build this actually? No, I didn't. So I guess theoretically I shouldn't just. It's like, yeah, yada, blah, blah, whatever. But now that it's faster, I probably, and stable, I probably should reinstall that. Probably should do this as a test next. Alright, the Sunblade I probably did today, didn't I? Did this... How was it? I think it wasn't stable enough to build bin utils, right? So 443 and the HP is... 443. Actually, that is interesting. The Spark would be slightly faster if it were... I mean, okay, it's also slightly older GCC. Yeah, it's not super stable. So yeah, interesting comparison. But again, compiler, apples, oranges, but otherwise. List Sun, wait, 1K and HP, KPI. Probably should have proofread it, but now I committed it. Nothing like proofreading it after the commit. Also, internet sucks. To no one's surprise, with 13% frame drop and 33,803 and 13.7 frames not brought to you with just 1 Mbit due to Vodafone's failing DOCSIS network here in the heart of Europe, in the center of Berlin. Don't delay, don't choose Vodafone's failing infrastructure today. So, bin utils, various stuff, CI, performance indexing, logic, this is fixed, this is removed. Amazing. I'm happy. As usual, it takes time, but at least we have progress. Shutdown H0, here's the HPPA. It needs a better hostname though. That's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed and learned something. Have a good day and night. I need to rush home finally. It's late as usual. Do you have here successfully unmounted, halted, ignored, successfully? What do we have here? Unmounted. Do we have here CC, pet field, major, whatever. Going to hold the system. And will it hold or not? It's blinking. Is that normal? Maybe it doesn't have power off yet. The next system that doesn't soft power off, just where we had fun with the Ultra 5. Anyway, see you next time. And don't forget to subscribe or Patreon.